Welcome to the Emo Social Club podcast, the podcast about music, news, and interviews. I am Brian.
And I'm Lizzie.
We're here remotely right now, recovering and coming out of our Riot Fest weekend.
It's honestly like Riot Rot Monday for real, because that's all you want to do because your body is destroyed.
We have one weekend a year, and we spend it like this, and it becomes a 5-day event for everybody. We recorded some interviews at the festival. We recorded some content at the festival. We were once again hanging out in press, meeting some people, chatting with the bands, chatting with the peeps that came through. And we have some chats coming up. The audio on those should be okay, but we are located in a space that is near the main stages, which are, as you can probably expect, loud and very determining on our location next to them, the weather, like all types of stuff that affects that. So when you're listening to this episode, be kind, but we did our best to get the best audio we could from our guests and from ourselves, and the best video we could get from ourselves and them. So yeah, just be nice, be calm, be cool.
Listen, we try to do as much in pre and post as we can, but if you end up hearing the hives in their partial entirety, I'm not going to say it's our fault. I'm going to say we worked with what we had.
Truly. It is just the nature of the beast. And if you're the hives, please don't take our video down because you can be so easily heard in the background. Like that just is a concern of mine.
Yeah, we love the hives. We're not trying to steal any content like that. It just be that way sometimes.
We saw a bunch of bands. We hung out with a bunch of people watching some bands. Lizzie, who are some of your like standout bands that you saw over the weekend?
I would definitely say Winona Fighter for sure. I still think that they are such a heavily slept on band. And this isn't because we interviewed them twice already. It's more of hearing their sound and seeing how they perform and what they also do on social media, which is where I first found them. And is not seeing them be as large right now as they absolutely should be is everybody's worst nightmare. And I think once they do hit that blow up time, everyone's going to be looking like Boo Boo the Fool that they didn't jump on this train way faster.
It was very interesting when you kind of walk around in the crowd and you're watching the band or waiting for the band even just to start. And, people are like kind of just going by the stages and waiting to see, who comes on even. And the way that people were talking, like, oh, who's up on this stage next? And I'd be like, Winona Fighter. And they'd be like, oh, I think I've heard of them. And they would stick around and be like, whoa, that blew me away. They're really good. I'm having a blast watching this band, listening to this music. So it really did kind of strike me that like this band that, we found out about this year and have been listening to this whole year, and they will have another interview with us shortly here on this episode. But I was very surprised that there are so many people that are really, finding out about them right now and came to the fest specifically to see them on Friday at that stage. They played right after our friends in Action Adventure, who I also think put on a great set and had a lot of that same energy too. They had a lot of people in the crowd. I mean, they are Chicago local, so of course there's like the crowd, the friends, the scene from here just showing up for their set. But there's also a lot of energy of them being there, on the main stages, hanging out. It's like, you guys know like Fall Out Boy is going to be here later on these stages, right?
I think that's what's always crazy is that that they're opening these main stages and it's so early in the day that you don't really put two and two together, because when we think about openers, we think it's one right after the other in a smaller time span. But they can say legally, they open, both of them open for Fall Out Boy and The Offspring, essentially.
It's true. Which I didn't watch The Offspring at all. So for everybody who was like, you're definitely not watching The Offspring, I was somewhere else at that time.
I will also say, when I was watching Hot Mulligan, as I do, as predicted, I did have somebody come up who was a a listener, fan, somebody who watched our content and had thoughts about Brian disliking Hot Mully and saying, "Where's Brian?" I said, "Oh, he's doing an interview right now, but because I wanted to watch Hot Mulligan." And he said, "No, I think he's a liar. I think he hates Hot Mulligan."
I am Listen, I'm shocked not only by the fact that other people are saying that about that video, but also that Hot Mulligan is saying that about that video. Kind of like their team is like, you're familiar to me. It's like, yeah, sorry, my bad. I've obviously come around a lot on Hot Mulligan, but I do
Yeah.
think this was you fucking me over and saying you have to do this interview. Ah, man, you got to do it by yourself. Just happens to be, that sucks, man. It sucks you won't be able to see him. I'm going to go, though.
I'm gonna go.
You fucked me over on this one, Lizzie.
Oh my god. We talked about it. You said, "I won't be particularly mad if I have to do a solo interview during these times." And I
Yeah,
said,
and I'm
"Okay."
not, but at the same time, the other people are judging me for not being in Hot Mulligan.
You know what we need to do is get a hold of our friend Michael Herrick and say, "Listen, can we do something here to
Oh,
disprove the rumors?"
no, he said no. He's like, no, this is just
Oh,
absolutely true.
that's funny.
Who else did you watch that you really enjoyed this weekend?
Sum 41 for sure. They're one of my
Mm.
favorite bands. I was really excited to see them. What I didn't necessarily like was that their primary Chicago show at a larger venue, because I couldn't get into the Concord show, which would have been sick, was Riot Fest. And I would much rather prefer to see them do more songs, period. And also, when they do perform in these larger venues, they also do deeper cuts. So I know at Concord they played Screaming Bloody Murder, which is one of my favorite songs. I think that's, as an album, is great and slept on. But I overall they put on a really fantastic show. I was very thoroughly impressed by it. Was there anybody else that you saw on like Saturday or Sunday that you're like, "Ayo"?
I liked Sincere Engineer. I liked Manchester Orchestra. I did feel a little bit like this year I didn't have as many bands that I wanted to check out and stay through the whole set for. Like there were a lot that I was like, I want to hear a few songs and then I want to move on to watch another band, like have checked all of them out. We were doing a lot of interviews backstage. We were hanging out a lot backstage, like just, having some beverages and chatting with our friends and like kind of hanging out. It did feel like this was a more communal year for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to hang out with the people. But in listening to the records that were being played by like Manchester and Mastodon, I was definitely interested in seeing both of those sets. I do think they were interesting and fun. I liked it. I just, I'm standing there kind of by myself, and I'm like, I could just go over there and hear it too, and I don't have to stand right in front of the stage. And um, I did really like Sweet Pill too. We have a chat with them coming up on this. Their set was very good. We'd seen them before, but I was like, I really liked this again. This is and the more that I've gotten to know their music, the more I'm like, I enjoy what they do on stage. I enjoy them as an artist. So definitely them. Did you watch any of Taking Back Sunday at all?
No, I was at Beck getting really groovy and funky.
Listen,
Because I really
everybody,
love Beck, and
yeah.
fantastic. Also, the visuals that a lot of these main acts had this year was kind of stupid crazy. And Beck's visuals also did not disappoint with the
Yeah.
music he was playing.
A lot of people were talking about Taking Back Sunday. I'm like, they can't sing, they can't do it no more. They got to stop. And I'm not gonna argue the point too much because I'm in the position of like, I don't care. I love these songs. Who cares if he can sing them or not? I guess, which is not a great,
Yeah, gauge
it's,
point.
yeah. But at the same time, like I enjoyed it for a little bit, and then I stepped away to like wander about, and I think a lot of people did that too. But a lot of the bands that we have been getting into this year or been listening to that are now going on these tours, a lot of them are doing When We Were Young too for us. So like Basement, I saw them at Bottom Lounge. State Champs, I saw them at Bottom Lounge too. Watched them on the main stage. But I'm like, well, I'm going to see you do a record that I know all the words to in a couple months or a month away now. So it's like I don't know if I really need to spend that much time watching your set here. So I did skip Basement at the Fest because I was like, I just saw you at Bottom Lounge. It's all good. And there's a few of that, a little bit of that with Taking Back Sunday, a little bit of that with Fall Out Boy. We will probably see the exact same set at When We Were Young too. So it felt kind of like, am I missing anything here really if I'm going to be watching it again in a month?
I mean, with Fall Out Boy, at least we got 2 different Magic 8 Ball songs, and we also got some Mania. I would argue that this was probably like one of the best set lists that they have had.
That's correct. Them doing an Eras tour is really smart because you can see all of the old songs that you want to see, and then they are going to, announce that they're playing a song for Mania, and you can just go somewhere else.
Or you run up to everybody and shake them like I did, be like, can you believe they're playing me?
I swear to God, I don't even think I feel like every time you see Fall Out Boy live, it's like you've just been born and you're like, I've never seen these songs before.
It's the meme of Fall Out Boy playing Fall Out Boy songs at the Fall Out Boy concert, and you're just freaking out.
It's legitimately like almost the same set, like the same songs, just in a different order. And this one doing more like history of Fall Out Boy type thing, I think makes more sense for what they do. Because I do think that they have a lot of heaters and they played a lot of those up front. And got, a lot of that going. So you don't have to like sit through Uma Thurman again just to hear, a song you want to hear. I'm right about
Uma
that.
Thurman
That
is
just
fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just get it. Brian's just full of haterade, and that's it. At the end of the day, I will say another artist that definitely was like fuck the haters was Tierra Whack too on Sunday. I really enjoy her. I really loved her work, and she came on 10 minutes late. She did have kind of a hype DJ, but what was strange is that they were like, here's Paramore Still Into You to get you hype. I said, okay, vibes. Then it was, here's Coldplay. And I was like, hey, girly pop, this is not the vibe. But the rest of her performance was great. I loved her glasses. I'm a glasses enthusiast. And her fit was also on point. Just this really cool teal tracksuit that contrasted with her bright fire engine red like dreads and glasses. And all of her songs are under 2 minutes. Some of them are under 1 minute, which is arguably probably one of the most punk things you can do. She's more R&B and rap, but there actually was a good draw for her when she did come on stage. And I think she's one of probably the underrated artists too at this fest this year.
Yeah, I'm also going to say a lot of people need to listen to The Ugly Organ by Cursive because you really missed out on seeing that set too. They were good. They were a lot of fun. I was having a great time with that one. I'm like, it's not enough people here. I think The Ugly Organ is not one of the records that people are aware of anymore, and you need to listen to it because that record's really good, and it's a emo classic, certified emo hood classic.
Oh,
just true. Yeah. Well, so that's kind of a little rundown of what our weekend looked like and the bands that we saw. And we have some interviews here coming up with Winona Fighter, with Jhariah, Pixel Grip, Sweet Pill, Liquid Mike. And we also have some other people that we asked, what's your most emo song you're listening to right now? So there might be some faces and some names that come up in there too. So stay tuned, watch the whole thing, check it all out. Let us know what your Riot Fest looked like. We got comments. If you're listening on Spotify, you can add like a thing on there. I think you can literally just talk to us on Spotify. I don't know how to read it, but please talk to us on Spotify.
Post something on there. We'll find it eventually. And
I'll definitely, hopefully they send me like a summary email and like, here's everybody who wrote to you on Spotify. And I'll reply back. Can you let them know to stop doing that?
Well, now we're prompting them, so we can't ask them to say, please stop.
I know. Now do it. Yeah. Now do it. Find us on Instagram. Find us on all the places. All of our links, our deets are in the description of wherever you're listening or watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, we will we'll see you next year, Riot Fest 2025. We don't know where it'll be, but we know that we will be there. That's all that matters to us.
Yeah.
And hope you're recovered, and we'll see you soon. And from all of us here at the Emo Social Club, listen to the whole episode. Bye.
Don't be a coward.
Emo Social Club, we're here with Jhariah. Is this your? How many? Have you played Chicago before?
Yeah, I've played Chicago a few times. I played Chicago on like my first ever tour, and ever since then, like we used to go like so far out of our way if there's a way to play Chicago.
Is it like one of those cities where you're like, we have a lot of fans, we got a lot of people who like take care of us and want to be there for us?
Yeah, people like really show out over here. It's like regardless of like how a tour is going, we always know we're gonna have a good time here. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you just played your first set at Riot Fest earlier today. How did that go?
That was amazing. I mean, we've been like hyping it up so much, you know, because like we just like, this is the first time I've done a festival like this, you know, where like it's a whole operation, you know, and we've been like just hyping it all the way up, and like getting to play the show today was just so amazing, you know. It felt like all of like the hard work we've been putting into this live show, like really getting to put it to the test, and I think it went really well.
Your music is not simple. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of complicated parts. There's probably tracks. There's like all types of a lot of musicianship that goes into it. A lot of Panic at the Disco references. A lot of Panic at the Disco like shout outs there. So how is it like translating what you create into a festival setting?
It's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like, you know, we're in the middle of tour right now, and it was weird trying to translate the set list like from the tour to our set list for Riot Fest, because I feel like the show is so theatrical and immersive, and it kind of relies on you to suspend your disbelief and really fall into it. And I think it's harder to do that, you know, in a festival environment, because it's, you know, all the people don't necessarily know you, and the people that know you, they might have like just kind of heard of you.
Yeah.
They're hot, and it's the middle of the day, and you have 30 minutes to like get them in on this like journey and like get them hooked and give them something that's going to be memorable. So it's like a big challenge. We made like some changes, and like really the rule I think we went with was like just no filler, just go for it and play stuff that's going to be like satisfying for the audience like every second of the show.
So you literally said all killer, no filler pretty much for this.
Oh my god. Yo, I can't wait. I'm trying to catch Sum 41.
I know.
Like right after
That's such like a room. Same, bestie. I get it. I get it.
We're like, we gotta do this interview, we gotta chat, we gotta meet each other, hang out, and then we gotta go run to the Sum 41 pit after this.
I think we can do it.
I believe in us. So we can talk about what, if anything, can we expect from you music-wise? So you last put out your album Trust Ceremony in April, but can we expect anything new on the horizons?
Yeah, actually, I am working on some new music. It's I don't know, I don't want to say too much.
All right.
But working on some stuff after this tour, actually, and it's feeling very, I don't know the word I'd use, it's like concentrated.
Yeah.
It feels like all of the stuff we've been doing, but more distilled, more kind of focused, I think, which is like very exciting for me, coming out of the burnout of like finishing the album and getting it out and like recovering. I mean, like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna like be able to write a song again, to kind of reviving, and
wow.
I don't know, I feel really, really excited to write again, and I feel kind of, I don't know, sort of like poised to do something that I didn't have the ability to do before.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, considering you're here at Riot Fest, considering like your music, I'm like, damn, you feel so inspired. You feel so like, again, theatrical and like all that. I'm like, damn, I can't imagine like, I like look at your talent and I go, I can't do that shit, man. Like, what the fuck? Like this guy's like saying, oh, I can't do that. I like, I don't know what I want to write. It's like, please write more. Like, it's so good.
There will be more.
Hell yeah.
I can say for sure. I'm very excited about it.
We got a few questions we ask everybody, and the first question is, what is the most emo song you are listening to right now?
Most emo song I'm listening to right now? Can I pull out my phone?
Yeah.
I think I need to like...
Everyone does it, don't worry.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been on like a summer vibe right now, you know, like it's a Remy Wolf like vibe. I'm listening
Ooh,
to
she
that.
just played the other night here too.
Oh my god, don't even tell that to me.
No!
I like want to see her so
Come
bad.
to town early.
I'm trying to when I get home from tour. Okay, so what is the most emo thing I'm listening to right now? Honestly, it's hard for me to like say if it's emo, but I feel like it makes me feel a little emo. I've been like really on the new Gene Dawson single, "Die for Me."
That sounds pretty emo.
Huh?
That sounds pretty emo as a title.
It's yeah, I guess you can kind of get the vibe, but yeah, it's featuring Lil Yachty actually.
Oh my
And
God!
it's like, I don't know, I'm listening to that song and I'm like, man, who hurt y'all? This is crazy. I love Gene Dawson though. Like if we're going like dream artists to open for, just throwing it out in the universe.
I feel like Yachty's kind of an underrated emo adjacent artist. The vibes and the emotion that he puts into like just the sound and what he's creating, I'm like, yo, this is like making me feel something.
It is, and it's like, it's very, I feel like the way he approaches music is very alternative, you know? I feel like he's always trying to position himself like kind of just left of center with like what everyone else is doing, which I think is fun.
It's great. He put out a rock record. He knows what's up.
Listen, we had so many like adjacent like rappers in like 2020, 2021. Like, why not just keep it going?
Yeah. Keep it going. Yeah.
Exactly.
Forever.
Now, we were talking about how you've been really inspired by everybody here, but who would you like to collaborate with on literally anything if you could, if there's no barriers?
All right, I'm throwing two answers out there. The first one is water parks.
Okay.
I just think like the way they approach everything, like from the music to like the presentation of it, is like so meticulous and so everything about it just like fits perfectly in like my brain. Like it all makes so much sense. Which I love. The way they talk about their music makes sense to me in like such a deep way. So I love that. Water parks resonates with me a lot. Other one, we're going to a whole other place. Skrillex.
Yeah.
I throw that out into the world every opportunity I have.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to make it happen, but like I just feel like we would have a great time. And he was like my first like favorite artist.
Oh, 100%.
So
That's like, I think that's underrated as a collaboration, especially because like Travis Barker was like the guy for a minute and creating the pop punk scene, the emo scene we have now. And considering like Skrillex was kind of there for like so long and could have been like, oh, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna produce some stuff, and it's like he never really did it. And I'm like, it's your time. It's your time now. Come back, do some stuff.
And he gets crazy performances out of people. I mean, he just crosses genres so much. Like, there's like the dance hall stuff and like the pop and hip hop and like, I could go on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, something cool would happen.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I think EDM now is always having like this like pop punk and emo resurgence too. So it's like, come on, Skrillex, get back into it. Everyone's asking.
There's no genre anymore. There's no need to have genre boundaries anymore. So like having like an EDM artist doing like everything from something that sounds like you to something that sounds like straight up pop punk, like no strings in the mix, no crazy production in the mix, and him being like, no, I'm gonna do both, and I'm gonna make the coolest
whatever.
thing I can think of.
I mean, I don't care about genre at all.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. I will say, I don't think I'll ever make a pop punk song.
Yeah.
I don't think I care about pop punk at all.
This is actually going to be the most
But I do wanna see
controversial
some
thing
proof.
that is
That'll
said
be the take.
today. Down here in the present, that's the most controversial
A
thing.
Jhariah spicy take, no pop punk in the mix.
There it is. It's just not happening.
Damn.
I don't want to do it.
Do you feel like there's like an adjacency to like emo and pop? Like people are like, oh, Newfound Glory playing right now. They're not emo, but it's like, well, at the same time, like I'm hearing it when I hear my emo stuff, you know?
Yeah.
The peanut butter's in my chocolate, my Reese's peanut butter cup. It's all of it together, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. Emo is like such a weird one to think about because I feel like it's more like cultural than musical, you know? And like, I don't know, personally, like it doesn't resonate with me, but I know it's so adjacent to like so much stuff I love. I always think of like MCR, you know, being like, I hate emo, you know, and I'm like, I get it. Like, they're so real.
Yeah. I mean, similarly, like during that time, Gerard Way had also said that they were violent pop as a genre. So what would you classify yourself as your own genre that is not emo, that is not pop punk, that is not anything that falls within like the traditional categories?
I mean, if I had to like give it a label, which I wouldn't, I'd say maybe like maximalist pop.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of
Love
what comes
that.
to mind.
There's too much minimalism. We need more maximalism.
Yeah, and
Throw
it's funny.
everything at it.
I just think it's like the more stuff I do, like the more maximalist it goes, the more I'm like, okay, if I was to do something else, it'd be like super minimal.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't want to be in the middle, I think.
No middle ground with Jhariah.
Yeah.
That's the title of this section.
No
Oh my
middle
God,
ground.
this is your headline. No, I feel like the headline's just gonna be like, fuck pop punk.
That's what's gonna get the
Fuck
people
pop punk, says
going,
Jhariah.
and then they're gonna be like, "Damn, don't I hear Newfound in the background?" It's like we're not talking about that though. We're not
talking
talking
about
about that.
Right now. We got Jhariah. We don't have Newfound Glory.
I said what I said.
Yeah. Where can people find you on the internet? Where can they listen to you? Where can they support you? Where can they catch you? You know, buy the tickets to the next shows, all that.
Yeah, you can find me all over the internet, anywhere where you can find a person or find music. I'm there, just at Jhariah. I came out with a new album this year called Trust Ceremony. It's my baby. I spent 5 years on it, and I want everybody in the whole world to hear it. So.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure. We finally got to meet you, so this is super
Yeah.
rad.
Yes, long time
Been
coming.
listening to you for a long minute, so thank you for coming on.
Of course, thanks for having me. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Johnny Health from Health.
Awesome, Johnny. So, what is the most emo song you're listening to right now?
Expecting to Fly by Buffalo Springfield.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
And I really hate emo music. I really fucking hate emo music, so I always have. I'm sorry. But thank you.
Hi, I'm Lizzie with the Emo Social Club, and I am here today with
Shelby.
And now, Shelby, I have a quick question for you.
What's up?
What is the most emo song you're listening to right now?
Right now, I chime in with a two people ever heard of.
Emo Social Club. We are here with Sweet Pill. We got him on, finally.
Hello, how's it going?
Welcome.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
I was about to say, we saw you perform, and it looked like you were in the direct sun, so I'm pretty sure you were already going through it.
I was seeing stars.
Oh, no.
I was trying to be so cool about it, but that was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so sweaty, and then you'd look out into the audience and see sweaty faces and just get sweatier.
Yep. And like, Riot Fest is a festival where a lot of bands, are in punk scenes, they're in rock scenes, they're in metal scenes. So we're all wearing black.
Yeah.
And we're all in direct sunlight in a park.
Are you kidding me?
full Carhartt.
It was the only thing I packed
Oh, no.
because we did a little tour on our way here.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been wearing every night.
Wow.
And I was like, I'll just wear this on stage today.
Yeah.
And I looked and I was like, I really, really wish I had anything else.
Oh, no. I mean,
But-
at least you had the mesh sleeves to make
I think this is
Yeah.
making it worse. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
going to lie. I should have
Wow.
not worn it.
It's so breathable. Although I guess, not.
I don't know.
yeah.
It was crazy. I looked over at Sean while he was playing the guitar, and it was a puddle around his feet. I was like, bro, we got to stop playing.
You're like, I think they'll kill us if we play another 10 minutes. Like,
It had to be done. We were like, it's over. But it was very fun. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. It was the first time we had a Jumbotron.
Oh,
I said that
wow,
word.
okay.
A Jumbotron.
Jumbotron.
A Jumbotron. It was the first time, and I turn around, and I'm like, that's the back of my head. Dang.
Yeah.
That's what my head looks like?
Whoa, I need a
Damn.
haircut, huh?
You guys we saw you at the Wonder Years show, which was the first time I had heard of you.
Was that the Riviera here?
At the
Yes.
Riv,
The
with our
Riv.
friends Action Adventure and
Yeah, they're cool. They're
yeah.
here today.
yeah, those are our homies. So we were like, all right, we got to check out who this band is, and they had nothing but nice things to say about you, and we've been
Aw.
impressed both times we've seen you now. So
Oh,
that's why we're
so cool.
glad to have you on, of course.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That show, that was a big show for us because it was 3,000 people, and
Yeah.
we love playing Chicago too. It was a high energy every time we're here, so I do remember that show very
Yeah.
well. It was a good show.
It was a very fun show. I remember one of my friends, he was like, where are you? And we're like, we're in the balcony. And he's like, oh, I'm in the pit. And I said, I see you there.
Yeah, because it is such a shape where if you're in the balcony, you're hovering over
Yeah.
everybody. You're
The Jumbotron is the back of your head. We were seeing the top of your head. So now we've seen most sides of
All
your head
angles,
on
all
stage.
angles.
Yeah.
And that's what we had to do, is always get everybody's angles.
yeah. Next time I'll just perform facing the
Yeah.
my butt will be to you guys the
Yeah.
entire
Yep.
time.
Do a
Which it
headstand
kinda
the whole time
already
for no
is.
reason.
Yeah. Just commit to the bit.
Yeah.
But today, too, we noticed, obviously, you did a lot of your original music, but you have recently covered There by the Wonder Years for the
Yeah.
Hopelessly Devoted to You compilation. How did you basically choose to cover that one single Wonder Years song
I know,
amongst
right?
the rest of them that are really good?
Yeah.
I know, because we're all first of all, we're from Philly.
Yeah.
And like we're from New Jersey, but we all moved to Philly. And the Wonder Years are hometown heroes for us. And so everyone had an opinion. Everyone was like, we knew we were going to do the Wonder Years for sure. We had just toured with them. We're like, this is like appropriate. But we were like, what song? So I kind of was like, I think There fits the Sweet Pill like style. Also, it's the first song on the album. And when they did that album play that we toured with, the audience like lost their mind.
Yeah.
And like when Soupy would drop out and like everyone's like, sorry, I don't love it.
Yeah.
You just like, I'm like, whoa. We need to write a song like that. Like,
Yeah.
And so for me at least, I was like, I want to sing that. Like I just want to sing that line.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone was like, yeah, we could do some cool stuff to it. So we picked it. I mean, otherwise it would have been like, came out swinging from a South Philly basement.
Right.
I feel like that would have been the next appropriate like line for me to sing.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's kind of basically it.
That's good. I mean, yeah, we have been like we've been reviewing all the records that have been played when we were young. We went into that Greatest Generation show being fans of the Wonder Years, but not really knowing that record so well.
Right.
And now we know it so well, and we're like, dude, I'm chasing that high from hearing There for the first time, like now, and from the first time, and from that moment, like it's insane how music hits you like that, and you're like, I want that feeling again.
I know. I love that you say it's like chasing a high because it really is. Like, and especially me standing side stage watching an artist that's like been there and done it and like are legendary and like we're new and I'm just sitting there watching it and I'm just like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And so I'm out, like you feel it one way as an audience member and now I'm feeling it a different way as like someone that's in the career path with them. It like hits so different. It's like it was an unexpected feeling for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, a lot of bands are doing covers right now, and I'm like, you're explaining it in a way where like I absolutely get it because like you're also trying to get that feeling out, and you're like,
Right.
I just want to have feeling. Like we're getting there. We're just gonna do it.
I know. There's a lot. Like Paramore had their "This Is Why," like their new
Yeah.
album. They had it, which is awesome. I
Yeah.
love all the remixes and like covers.
Yep.
Remy Wolf's cover was so good.
Yeah.
And then Foxing did that as well, and we did The Medic by Foxing. They had an anniversary album. So I'm like, I really like this new fad of. It may not be new, but like I just really like all the like bands covering other bands.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
The music should be good. The music should stand on its own. And
Yeah.
like, I think that it shows that it's a community versus just like, I'm putting out a record. I hope fans come and I hope to sell this record.
Right.
I like want to go platinum and I want people to like buy the merch and all that shit. It's like, no, I want the community around me. I want to know that like I've written something that will stand the test of time. Like all that stuff.
I'm so glad you said that.
Thank you. I made it up off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Well, you're so smart.
I'm just like, damn, music's fucking rad at a music fest. Like, good.
Like music's kind of crazy how it works like that. Like
Is music
I hate
cool?
music.
Fuck,
I'm
I
just
didn't even
kidding.
know.
I love that shit.
you know that there's some random artist out there that makes like probably the best music and they said, I hate all music. And you're just like, what are we doing here, my guy?
I joke all the time. Like we'll be at practice and nobody wants to be there because like we got stuff to do, but we have to do this, right?
Yes.
And we'll just be like, I hate this band. I hate music. And then we'll come to Riot Fest and like see all this cool stuff and be like, I love this band.
Yep.
I love music.
Yep.
You're like, it's so crazy how it sounds better live than anything else. And you're like, damn, I was wrong, actually. I'll admit it.
Yeah. We're just lazy. We just don't want to do anything. Nah, we're just burnt out. That's the
Listen,
truth.
yeah,
That's
That's
the
so
truth.
fair.
It's
Yeah, I was
not-
about to say, it's
yeah.
not laziness. It's you've done so much, you've heard so much, and sometimes you're just
Yeah.
like, I can't listen to anything else that is like not distinguishable
Yeah.
at this time, and I need to revisit it maybe in like
Oh
a
my
month
gosh.
or two.
I listen to so much pop music now. I listen to anything that doesn't sound like us.
Yes.
Like, I had a brat girl summer.
I love that.
I totally did.
Have
It's been a
you
beautiful time.
have you seen the Beck Brat Girl?
shirt that they have here.
No.
It is fantastic.
Someone back here was wearing it.
Yeah,
a bit
somebody
ago.
put it
I
on
was
the
like,
first
"That's
day, and I
fire."
texted all my friends. I said, guys, I think we need to get matching Beck Brat shirts.
That's so funny. Yeah, no. 365 party girl all summer. I'm a
So
SZA girl. I love this artist named Kimbra from
Yeah.
Kimbra.
Love
I
Kimbra.
haven't heard that name in a long time.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
been my favorite for like 10 years
Yeah.
at least. Like she's even releasing stuff now, I think. And I'm just like whatever, I'll follow you till the end of time. I love you. But
If there's no Kimbra fans left, I am dead type of
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yes, okay.
Exactly. Kimbra, I love you.
Kimbra hit him up. One of the questions, and that might have been the answer to it, but one of the questions we ask everybody is, what is the most emo song you were listening to right now?
The most emo song?
Yes.
And Kimbra writes some emotional stuff.
Yeah.
I know.
Charlie's
I know.
not as like we haven't had a lot of people say
be.
Charlie, but
I mean, she has a lot of lyrics on her new song, like her new album, that are like,
Yeah.
let's talk about my family issues. It's like, girl,
yeah,
Yeah.
to a
girl.
beat,
Uh,
to hyper pop beats, like what the fuck?
I know. You know, Missy from Mannequin Pussy, like, I know. They just like talked about like their favorite. I like saw it on Instagram or something. Like it was brief, an interview about like their favorite musicians or favorite albums, and they said that Charlie XCX Brat like made them cry, and I was like, yeah.
Huh.
If you really think about it, yeah. Like, I've been sad in the club. Like
Yeah.
I have been in that bathroom, looking in the mirror. The world is spinning around me, and I'm just like, is this who I really am right
Is this
now?
it for me?
You said that I be bumping that, but I actually be not wanting to
Yeah.
and dying. Thank you.
I bumped it too hard. I'm no longer
Yeah.
bumping it.
The most emo thing I'm listening to. We just went to the UK,
Yeah.
and there's this band Fez that I had been turned on to.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people, like, whenever I say I like Fez, people are like, what is that? Which sucks because they're so good.
Yeah.
But it's just a 3-piece, and this girl is just like tapping and playing guitar, and I really love the lyrics and the melody. And so Fez, F-E-S, listen to it. I think that is like the most emo thing I'm listening to right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Now, also thinking about your music, I know you put out Star Child, your EP, this year, but can we expect any more music or even a full length in the future for Sweet Pill?
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's why we're asking. We're trying to leak news. We're trying to break the story here. Sweet Pill said this on this podcast. What?
Yep. Well, I will tell you the deets. We have we're gonna be releasing album 2 next year, next fall, hopefully.
Okay.
We're writing it still, but we're set to record it by February, hopefully.
Yeah.
All tentative.
Yeah.
But that's the plan. We were gonna play a new song today, but we ran out of time,
Yeah.
so we
Okay.
cut it. But that was supposed to happen. And we're gonna go to Australia.
Okay.
We're going to the UK again.
Yeah.
This next year. We I don't know when this podcast comes out, but on
Tuesday.
Monday we're playing a secret show with Julian Baker.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I am so my gay soul is panicking right now. I'm just
Oh,
like,
That's going to be
Shit.
so good. Oh my God.
yeah. I'm so excited to meet Julian Baker. I'm like,
That's
I love
insane.
you. But
Be like, what if the rest is Boy Genius is here right now?
oh my God, I can't even think about that. I would be too nervous to walk into the building.
Be like, Boy Genius, I'm so sorry. I actually have to leave now.
Funny story, when we were recording Where the Heart Is at Gradwell Studios in Haddon Heights, New Jersey, Lucy Dacus comes up from, like, there's practice spaces down there, just comes up from the bottom and just was like, oh yeah, I like heard music and like sounds pretty cool. I'm Lucy. And I'm like, I'm Zaina.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Lucy. And then they left and I was like, that was Lucy Dacus. That's crazy.
That's wild. Oh my God.
Yeah. So now I gotta meet Phoebe Bridgers, and that's all Boy Genius. So.
The
I was-
trifecta is completed.
Right?
Once I have the third, I've completed the set.
Yes, I'm collecting them.
I was
So yesterday, State Champs was here, and I was talking to Derek from State Champs. We go backstage, and Derek from Mayday Parade is here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, I have 2 Dereks. All I need is the third, and then I will have completed the set.
You need Derek. Is it Derek
Derek
Wibley?
Wibley, Mr. Sum 41.
It's Canadian. It could be anything.
Oh.
Who knows what it is? It's Derek, too. It's
Canadian A.
too many
Sorry.
letters.
I'm sorry to the Canadians that I said A.
No.
Oi.
But yeah, we played a show or 2 at Mayday Parade.
Yeah.
And that's also like a moment where like, wow, you're the Derek from Mayday Parade.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He doesn't seem to know that he's Derek from Mayday Parade.
I know what you mean.
He just like is like, oh yeah, hi, I'm Derek. It's
He's
like,
so nice.
No, you're way more than that to me. I don't okay.
He's
Thank
just
you.
trying to be a normal dude, being a
I
guy.
don't get it.
Right.
How do you write miserable at best and be normal?
He like
Right.
offered to show us. We're playing in Tallahassee soon, and he like offered to like show us around, and like I was like, wow, you don't have to. Like you can stay home.
You just
But
stay
that's
home.
really cool.
Yeah.
Like we would love to.
All he does is stay home and just write Mayday Parade songs. I don't know what he does, but that's what I would imagine he does.
He just,
Oh, I like when I'm home, I don't do anything. Like when
Yeah.
we're done tour, like I don't leave the house. I don't go anywhere.
It's kind of similar. We were talking to yours truly, and they were saying the same thing. They're like, I get home, and I'm like,
yeah.
We
do not talk to me, do not look at me.
you like are when you go home and you're in your room, you're like, this is the Garden of Eden. This is like the best place on earth. It's my home.
Yes.
I don't want to. Why would I ever leave this?
You're like, why did I go on tour for this long time when my
Yeah.
bed was here?
And then you start to hate it, and then you're like, I can't wait to go on tour. And then you go on
Exactly.
tour, and then you're like, wow, I can't wait to go home.
Yeah. You need that balance.
It's
And
crazy.
It gets the creativity flowing and it gets the
Yes.
interest going. Then you get on stage and you're like, I want to go crazy. They're like, all right, well, my ankles are tired. My ankles
My
hurt.
calves.
My calves hurt. I'm going to lay down for the next month and a half. And then I'm like, nope, got to go.
I sleep for days.
Yeah.
And then I have to like be a real person.
Yeah. Hey, we haven't seen her in a minute. Oh, well, she got home from tour.
Like, yeah, just gone. Do not disturb.
Who's that person? I don't know.
She ain't real. Well, we asked you everything. Do you want to sit here for another like half an hour, 45?
I'm actually trying to catch Basement.
I know. So
Yeah, we get
so,
it. We
I'm
get it.
actually trying to catch Basement
Where
right
can
now.
people find you on the internet? Where can people follow Sweet Pill? Where can they support you? Where can they check you out? All that stuff.
Have you heard of Google?
I use Bing.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, there's Yahoo. There's
Guys.
Yahoo too. If we want to get really
We're
crazy.
not search engine shaming
Ask
here.
Jeeves.
Yeah.
That's jeez.
That's my dude.
That's not
He
even a
gets me what
search
I need.
engine. But yeah, honestly, Google. But I mean, Instagram is the best way to like see what we're up to. I feel like that's like what we update the most.
Yeah.
So if you want to like catch up and see what we're playing, what we're doing, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm an Apple Music person, by the way.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm moving away from Spotify. I'm trying to get people on Tidal right now.
I mean, it's a good reason too, but my dad got the family plan for us, so I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
all right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But the quality is, I think,
Audio
is
so
better.
much better.
He sent me the starting lines. Say it like you mean it on Tidal, because I'm on the
Oh,
Spotify
yeah.
family plan, so I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
gotta pay for it.
Title's not bad.
No,
It
the
sounds so good.
sound
It's a
was
different song.
incredibly different. I was like, holy shit.
So
Like, I thought
actually,
bands suck because they listen to them on Spotify.
I'm
Like,
glad
she
you
looks like,
brought
oh.
Tidal up because Tidal has a spotlight on us as like a best new artist,
As they should.
Good.
and they gave us a Tidal to like use for free, and it's really great.
Yeah.
I actually kind of take back my Apple Music. I mean, Apple Music's great, but like I also have been dipping into Tidal.
Yeah.
And Tidal, you're doing something right.
No one's sponsored, but I do believe Tidal pays out artists a little better.
That's
the
kind of why
quality's
I'm shouting
better.
them out
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah.
do take care of their artists.
Yes.
And so does Apple Music.
Yeah.
A little bit more than Spotify.
Everything's
Okay.
better
And
than
Tidal's a little bit
Spotify.
more than Apple Music.
Yeah. we're getting away from Spotify. Listen to music that sounds
Good.
the way it
better.
should.
I know.
Like if you're like, oh, I listened to this on Spotify, it didn't sound good. Check it out on Tidal, and you'll be like, this is my new favorite band.
Yeah.
All of a
Tidal's,
sudden it's
Tidal's
better.
cool. They're really I think it was so cool that they asked us to like be a part of like their like new artist program, but it just goes to show that there's people that are listening to like decent music and care there. Like to ask Sweet Pill, you must be listening to good music. But I just mean it that like there was other really cool artists that they were asking, like people I've never heard of, and like because of that I like checked them out and good on ya.
Yeah, as
Good
they
on you,
should
Tidal.
be. That's how true music discovery kind of happens at like a larger scale.
Right. I mean, I love snail mail, but every time I listen to a song on Spotify, and like the album's over, then the next thing they recommend me is snail mail, and I'm like, I've listened, I know snail mail, I know it.
We know it, we love
this,
it, but we need to
It's
move on to
great.
something else.
It's fantastic.
It's no
But,
more
like,
discovering this.
That's crazy that Spotify, like, I think like I don't know, they just recommend the same like 5 things to me all the time. Sorry, I could talk forever, like I said.
I know we will.
No, you're good. But we
Sweet
want to
Pill.
make sure that you make it to Basement.
I do want to see Basement really bad.
Sweet Pill, thank you for hanging out with us. We're glad that we had you on the pod now. You're in the club.
I'm in the
Thank
club,
you.
baby.
And we'll see you on the next tour.
Yeah.
We'll see you again soon. We'll chat again.
Thank you for having me. This was really nice.
Yeah,
Amazing.
of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, it's Lizzie from Emo Social Club, and we're at Riot Fest, and I'm talking with...
Banana Man.
There we go. And what is the most emo song you're listening to right now?
Probably. Normally an old MCR song like Teenagers comes to mind, but I want to go with a safer bet. Caraphernalia.
Okay, there we
Pierce
go.
the Veil.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'm just gonna yell it.
It was interesting that you were like screaming on stage and I could hear it, and I'm like, the mic is so far away from her. That's fucking crazy.
Get ready for that sample.
It's real, right?
She screams. She's a screamer.
The screams are real, right?
This is actually for me.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, we'll cut that out. We won't do it. Emo
No,
Social
leave
Club.
it in.
Well, all right.
Leave it in,
Leave
Brian.
it in.
Leave everything else
The
bad in.
secrets. The secrets aren't meant to be told. Emo
was
Social
creepy.
Club. We're here with Pixel Grip. Fucking phenomenal set today.
Yeah, amazing.
Incredible.
Thank you so much, guys.
Were you scared? Were you scared when we added you on Instagram? Like,
Why would I be? Oh, well, because I thought you were going to review our album.
I mean, we might
And I was
now.
scared.
Now I want to.
I don't like that. I don't like being perceived. I don't want anyone to review my artwork, you know? Just get it out there and then just let it, I don't know. It's scary. Tyler, you got anything to add?
I didn't know.
Damn, double
Stereo,
mics.
like,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
This is AMSR Tyler. Can you whisper into the mic? I didn't know any of this. I'm glad to be here.
Sweet nothings.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, I mean it was very very nice of you guys to reach out to us, because we were like, we want to talk to you and we haven't heard back, so I'm glad we can make this happen
Yeah.
and hang out and chat a little bit.
The emails got chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the DM, I don't know.
The DM's hit, though.
No one
DM.
else DM me, though, please.
No, stop DMing.
Stop DMing.
Hit up the email and then don't DM. See if they DM you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
That's good. That's good protocol.
Yeah.
let's change it up. Call us. Give me a call.
Give a phone call.
Nobody talks on the phone anymore.
Well, yeah.
Just literally call them up. Let's go. Get on.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
This is what we do. We're not serious.
See, this is why I don't hold one, because then it's just bad. All right. Yeah, you
He's
guys
like, let me through. Let me
get
through.
on
Well,
We're serious now.
there we go. Well, to start off, you just released a new single called Stamina. And what was the inspiration behind that?
Stamina, the lyrical, I'm gonna start that. The lyrical inspiration started with the word stamina. Like, at first I thought it was gonna be a diss track about having more stamina. Like, the demo is like, you know I got more stamina, and it's like all like distorted vocals, and it just like repeats. And then I started to think like, what else can, just to flesh out the verses, like what else requires stamina in your career, your life, and sex, at the gym, wherever. And I just kind of wanted to set it up for this punchline of show me your stamina. And
humiliating men,
Okay.
emasculating them.
Yeah.
We love that.
They like it too sometimes.
I think the way too, you have so much other just more revolutionary, like more inclusive language too in a lot of your lyricism as well. It's kind of sets it apart tonally at the same time, especially kind of in this area of music you guys are in.
Thank you. Yeah, I think language dictates reality, so you got to keep up, right? Or else you're living in the past.
Yes.
Yeah. We ask this question to everybody we interview. What is the most emo song you were listening to right now? And we got to get all three of you in on this one, so
Yeah.
get your whispers ready.
I have to think about it.
I'm always circling back to 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Yep.
Yeah.
The song Helena, is that it, right?
Yep.
I mean, that record sounds so good and it's produced so well, and I love those guys. Like, yeah. I think that's probably the most recent. I always come back to that.
Okay. Classic.
Is Health emo?
Health is emo.
I don't know, guys. I really like listening to music that makes me feel horny and upset.
Okay.
And like angry.
Yeah?
So I don't really find myself reaching for music that makes me feel sad, because I already feel sad. I need a pick me up.
That's fair. That's
Have
fair
you
and
ever
valid.
felt like, oh man, I'm like super sad, but like, I mean, I could get into it right now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's
you know.
like when you're sad and you're like, I kind of want to think about more things to make me even sadder.
Yeah. Like, who's the
Yeah.
person making you sad? And then I wish they were
Right.
here, and hope they aren't.
Right. Yeah, and you like romanticize it and then like live in it a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's
We
like a
love
lot
that.
of emo lyricism. Is like I'm fantasizing about this person and who they should be to me, and it's like, hey man, you should probably work through those feelings separately from writing the lyrics about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I got her contemplating here.
Yeah.
I got a lot going on right now. Sorry.
Okay, my favorite emo song is Brothers on a Hotel Bed by Death Cab.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Very
got
emo
really
band.
deep there.
Yeah.
We got
It's like
real
we're
sad.
crying.
We got piano sad.
Jesus.
Wait, is Sufjan Stevens emo?
It can be considered, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love a good like cry. Yeah.
Is that Barbie song?
There's one where he's like in the hospital room and he talks about Okay, actually no. Can we cut that out?
Cut it.
Oh, the Billie Eilish Barbie song?
Yeah.
When did it end?
Pixel Grip adaptation of the Barbie song.
What was I made for?
Yeah.
You mean like I'm a Barbie girl?
Yeah.
Aqua's Barbie
In a
girl.
Barbie
emo.
world?
Life is plastic.
Life is plastic.
Isn't it fantastic?
There we go. Make it happen. Get in the recording studio.
Yeah.
Throw a distorted 303 on that and print it to wax.
Yep.
Done. Done and over with.
Music's so easy, guys.
Music
Music is easy.
Music's so easy.
That's the kicker.
Everyone's going to watch it. They're like, yeah, it's so easy. Then they're going to stitch this and be like, no, it's so hard. We'll be like, guys.
Pixel Grip
Learn
made
how
me
to
make
do.
music.
They're gonna have an easier time than us.
And then can you guys tell us about any upcoming show dates that you have?
We're about to go on tour in 4 days.
Hell yeah.
We're starting in Vancouver and making our way back to Chicago and every
Hell yeah.
city in between.
Fun.
Hell yeah.
But we can also talk about our headline show in Chicago at Outset,
Okay.
You're hearing it first.
Back and
December
forth.
28th. It's a brand new venue. It's a good
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, it's a stacked lineup. Angry Black Men and Solterra from
Okay.
LA.
Angry Black Men are so good.
So fucking good, dude.
Hell yeah.
They're so good. It's gonna be just like straight from the first note, just an insane night.
Yeah. And
fire.
a Christmas show.
There we go.
I'm like, I was watching you guys on stage, and I'm like, I'm so glad they're from Chicago so that I can say, man, this made me miss Neo. This made me miss Exit. Like, this music is so, like, up my alley from, like, what I grew up with. I'm like, fuck, I miss all this, like, good shit that we used to have, and now it's all, like, falling underground. So I'm really glad you guys are, like, doing it again in Chicago.
You know, we're we're not doing it again. We're doing something different. We're carrying on the legacy and doing when we're moving forward, right? And you know what? Those people in the past who did create those establishments and created these communities, like they had their moment and they did such a service to the city, and now it's our turn.
Yes.
And if the people are watching, it's your job to cultivate art and culture in your city and to go to shows and to make music and to support artists, because this is how in 20 years they're going to be talking about, fucking Pixel Group back in the day, you guys remind me of 2020, you know what I mean? And it's the new wave, baby.
Yeah.
But it's not new wave.
Not new wave, but the new wave.
Yes.
Where can people find you guys on the internet? Where can they follow you? Where can they listen to you? Where can they support you? All that stuff.
Just type in girl with a bad haircut in Pornhub and you'll find me. No, you guys, we're on all social media on Pixel Grip, available for streaming anywhere you can stream music. And we just put out a new single and we have more music to come. So please follow us and keep up with us. We'd love to have you at our little freak show.
Hi, it's Lizzie from the Emo Social Club, and we're here with Whitney over at Smart Punk, and I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
What is the most emo song you're listening to right now?
Oh, right now. Julian Baker and Faye Webster just released a song together, so they maximize their joint emo slay, Australian emo, American emo, all in one. That's gonna be the one.
Emo Social Club, we are back with Winona Fighter, but this time in person again at Riot Fest. The festival, I think that we got you on. I don't know, I'm taking credit.
I do think it was the bullying from the last video we did.
I think so, yeah.
Like, that was the fastest turnaround time.
It was like we literally did that interview, and then maybe like the next week we got the offer.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, well, now I have to post that clip.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna be like, no, we're playing it now.
Yeah.
So like, I had a little addendum in there, like, no, we since this post, this interview, they've been booked on it. How was it today? How was the experience?
Oh man, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Hot.
Yeah.
It was real hot.
Real scorcher.
But yeah, I think we always like gaslight ourselves, especially when like we're earlier in the day and on the first day. We always gaslight ourselves into being like, no one's gonna show up. And then we had like the biggest crowd we've ever pulled at a festival today. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was madness out there. I will say that. Like, a lot of people who had never heard of you and are like, holy shit, this band is really good.
Oh.
And a lot of people who are like, no, I specifically came to this stage right now to watch Winona Fighter. Like,
Hell
that's
yeah.
the band I came to see at this stage right now. And not just Fall Out Boy later.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to be here waiting for Fall Out Boy. I'm coming to see Winona Fighter. So,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
I knew it was going to work out. I knew if you guys played this fest, it's
Yeah.
like, this is what it's going to be. There's going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of energy around you. You guys had a new single drop yesterday, too, in anticipation of the festival.
Yep.
Yeah.
Swear to God that I'm fine, parentheses fine. Hot Mulligan in the background taking credit for parentheses, apparently. What was the reception to it? What was the inspiration for this? It's really good, so tell us more about it.
Thank you.
I think everyone was really stoked on it. We haven't released a new song since March of this year, and it was due. It was about time we released something new. So yeah, I think everyone was really stoked on it. It was just true, authentic Winona Fighter, and I wrote it about. I was just like really struggling earlier this year with like my personal life and band life, like mixing the two and thinking like, oh, well, like if I'm having a sad day in my personal life, then that means I'm an ungrateful little bitch for everything that's going on with the band, which is just not true. Now, I know that now, but I think like a lot of artists can relate to that.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Why? How do you guys write so many really good pop songs? And is it just because like it's all encompassed in the band? Like, is it just because you guys are writing all together all the time? It seems like I'm watching all your clips. I'm just seeing you like in the studio and like writing and coming up with ideas. And I'm like, dude, how are they writing so many fucking bangers over and over again?
Really a burden.
What'd you say?
It's really a burden.
Yeah. I mean, it helps, I think, that
So the studio that we're in is like a home studio that I have, and I'm in there all the time, and so I feel like we're able to hash out different ideas and whatever. You know, we kind of have like a luxury of being able to just pop in the studio whenever, and it doesn't cost anything. So we have lots of practice.
We don't write anything that we wouldn't listen to. Like if it doesn't pass the, oh my God, I listened to this song 100 times last night, it's so good, then we don't, it doesn't stick.
Yeah. It's likely going to be my most listened to on Spotify for the year.
Hell yeah.
Like,
That's amazing.
Since like meeting you guys in March and being at that show and like seeing your show and listening to the music, I'm like, no, this is like exactly what I want to listen to in 2024. And I mean, obviously we've been selling your music to everybody that we can because we're like,
Fuck yeah.
It's just so good. And legitimately, like, I think you guys are going to pop. So I'm like, I'm taking credit for it. And
You should.
You should, rightfully so.
It's because of us that you're here. So, you know, that's us. You guys know we ask the same questions every time. So I'm going to ask you those questions again from the last month. So maybe some of these questions have changed. But what is the most emo song you were listening to right now?
Oh, yeah. I remember I said Elliott Smith last time.
Yeah.
Concerning.
Oh, you know what? Casual by Chapel Roan. That's a pretty emo song.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been on the Letterman by Story So Far kick recently.
Yeah.
Banger.
It's been Brat Summer for me. Not that she's emo, but there's one song on that record about her, like, kind of thinking about her career and where it's at, and her as a woman, and when she's gonna, if she wants to have a kid at some point and stuff. And it's a very like emotional.
Okay.
Lyrically. And then the rest are just club bangers.
So Confusing's a little emo too.
Yeah, I relate to that song a lot too. Just
I
kidding.
haven't listened to Brat yet, and I feel really bad.
Me
about
neither.
it.
Oh, you gotta.
I know. I've been on Chapel, I've been on Sabrina, and I like Charlie. I just haven't listened to the record.
It's a good like workout if you like run or like work out. It's a great because it just jams.
Where can people catch you on tour for the rest of the year? Where's the next place that Winona Fighter's popping up?
Well, next weekend we are pulling triple duty on festivals. We're going to be Friday at Ocean's Calling in Maryland. Saturday we'll be in Huntsville, Alabama, playing at South Star, and then Sunday we're going to be at Louder Than Life in Louisville.
And then in October, we're at Aftershock in Sacramento, and then we're playing the first ever Ceremony Fest in Nashville in December.
Hell yeah. I'm also going to add that a lot of people thought you were from Chicago. And I'm from Chicago. I take that as a compliment. So I'm hoping that is meant as a compliment for you guys because everybody's like,
that.
no, this band is so good, they must be from Chicago.
Oh, great. I mean, great music comes out of Chicago. So
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
And I was like, no, they're from Nashville, but they are going to be here a lot, probably.
We'll gladly accept the, if we ever transplant here,
Yeah.
we'll gladly accept it.
Yeah, definitely.
Move the whole studio up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm down. Get me out of Nashville.
It's the Music City, man.
Yeah.
It's like LA and Nashville
give
are
me
the
a
two
break.
places, apparently.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Is the full length coming at some point?
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
At some point? At some point.
What did you say yesterday?
It is, and you're going to love it.
Cut.
Cut it.
Listen,
Cut it.
I'm cutting it, and I'm happy to know myself.
Yeah.
Well, Winona Fighter, glad to see you here. Glad to have you. Always good to see you. Hope to see you a bunch over the course of the next couple of years because
Hell yeah.
I really think that your band is going to take off. I think everybody loves you guys, and I'm so excited and can't stop listening to your music. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for all the work you put in, and have a great rest of your Riot Fest.
Thank you,
Dude,
man.
thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hi, it's Lizzie with the Emo Social Club, and I'm here today with
Ariel.
All right, Ariel, what is the most emo song you were listening to?
I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I'm listening to a lot of Brand New again.
Oh no.
I know. Oh, sorry, fam. Yeah, I Believe You, but my Tommy gun doesn't. Just never doesn't hit. So, fuck me for it. But yeah.
Can't believe first canceled on the Man on the Street interview.
Am I? Yeah. Fuck.
So sorry.
Cancel my ass. I deserve it. That's the least of the things I deserve to be canceled for. So, But go emo kids, love y'all.
Emo Social Club. We are here with Liquid Mike, hanging out at Riot Fest.
That's right.
There we go.
Cramming in, eating apps.
Eating apples.
Tasty apples.
I was gonna say, you guys just played your first set at Riot Fest today. So how did that go for you? How are you feeling?
I feel great. It was so easy playing rock music. The songs are so easy. We just rock out. You feel good?
No, I agree.
I feel great.
It was nice.
I would say it went really well. It was a bigger crowd than we expected because it's, really early in the day. I don't know what more we could really ask for. It sounded fucking great on stage, too.
Yeah.
It rocked.
Sounded really good.
It feels like with Riot Fest, there's always a lot of people who want to come out early, check out the bands. Like, there's always like the fans who are like, no, the bands that are playing like at the beginning of the day are really good, and you got to come. And like, do you feel a lot of that energy from the Chicago people, from the scene?
Yeah, there's people that knew the words. I mean, way more than I thought there was going to be. So they held it down.
I agree.
Passed it to you. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the underdog thing where they're like, they want to hype up the early people.
Yeah. We've heard a lot of people just be like, I didn't think anyone was going to be here.
Yeah.
And like, why? Like, people love, like, the bands are on the fest because we love them, right? So it's like, we want to be there. We want to check it out. We want to see you. So, there's always somebody there.
I was sad I missed that boy Zach. I wanted to see that.
I'm right here.
He was also Zach.
Wow,
yeah.
there we go. Well, we also see that you guys are going to be opening for the Ho Ho Hot Mulligan show that is also coming up too.
Yeah.
So I bet a lot of people are going to be there early for you as well.
I hope so. I hope there's people show up. Yeah. I think they will. The kids love it. The kids love Liquid Mike.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like a really nice crowd. Anyone that's going to be wanting to see Hot Mulligan is probably just down for fun, So.
Plus, it's in Michigan. That's our home state, so we might have a little bit of home field advantage, too. And it's our
100%.
friends who fucking throw it, so it'll just be a good time for us.
Sick. We have a few questions we ask everybody. First question is, what is the most emo song you are listening to right now?
The most emo song?
Yeah.
Probably Shot Down in Flames by AC/DC.
I almost have to pull out Spotify. I don't know. I've been listening to so much Third Eye Blind. Nick's here.
Nick, what's the most emo song that you've listened to lately?
Emo Night by the band that Catatonic Youth posted.
I'm having an emo night.
That Santana song, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Ooh, okay.
Michelle Branch.
Love that.
Damn.
I feel like the Smiths has the most emo songs. The Smiths.
The Smiths.
That's pretty fucking emo.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Should I just sit on the ground?
You got to answer or no?
I just said all I've listened to is Third Eye Blind for the last week. I don't know how emo that is.
That's pretty emo.
Well, then, can you tell us about your upcoming show dates?
Oh, yeah, okay. So, we're playing Bay City, Hell's Half Mile, September 28th. And then we're on tour with the Wonder Years and Menzingers for pretty much a month in October. Coast to coast. Portland, Maine to Portland, Oregon, baby.
That's true.
Whoa, Portland's the Portlands.
Yep. You think the Joyce Manor will be announced on the Joyce Manor show by then?
Fuck
All right,
it,
we're
who
playing.
cares?
We're playing December 11th at the Concord with
yeah.
Joyce
Oh,
Manor
nice.
and Algernon.
Yeah.
And then the Hot Mulligan shows in December.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks.
Let's go.
A lot of Christmas for you guys.
We're getting down.
Celebrating. Santa's coming early this year. I don't know.
Yep.
Santa said as a gift under the tree. It's Liquid Mike. It's like, you guys got to get out of here. This is my house.
So this was also your first time playing Chicago?
Yeah.
So that is so crazy. What have you guys been able to do since you have been here? Like anything Chicago-y?
Oh, just drive.
Navigate traffic.
Yeah.
Driving in
Okay.
traffic.
No parking at the hotel.
Yeah.
Paid parking, no parking.
I love Chicago. I
Do
do.
you?
I do.
Okay.
It's a good city.
That was a real controversial. Okay.
Not while driving yesterday. I don't think I
I was being a baby. What's the most Chicago thing about Dave?
My brother lives here.
Oh, nice.
I'll do it.
There you go. You can
I
get
love
an
it.
insider's
Yeah.
inspo to that.
We're no strangers to Chicago.
No.
We just happen to be playing here for the first time today, but we come here quite a bit.
Okay.
Anywhere next to a Great Lake is rocks.
Yeah.
It rocks.
Do y'all have any new music coming out before all these shows coming up? Like, what's
Yeah.
the release schedule? When can we expect new music?
The hits keep coming. Yeah, 9:20. On
They
the
don't
20,
stop
on the
coming.
20,
That's so crazy.
Wait, on the 25th, we got a new song. Crop Circles next week, and then lots more.
Oh yeah.
We
A
love
lot cooking.
We got
A lot cooking.
yeah.
Without saying too
Records, shows,
much. Drums,
guitars.
Nice.
In the kitchen cooking.
Straight up.
Absolutely.
Up on the stew. Well, where can people find Liquid Mike on the internet? Where can they follow you? Where can they check out all that music when it comes out? Where can they buy tickets to the shows? Where can they tell you the best spots in Chicago?
You can find our music on ultimateguitartabs.com.
There we go.
I'm gonna learn today.
Napster.
YouTube.
Fair share.
All the streamers. What was the else to do?
Like Instagram.
Liquid Mike Band.
All right.
Nice.
That's
What
it.
about Twitter? Same thing.
Twitter, Liquid Mike Band. We're all over. We're easy to find.
Oh yeah.
Spelled how you think it's spelled.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for spending Riot Fest with us. And, have a great rest of your weekend.
I'm loving it.
You too.
Yeah, we'll see you
Thank
at
you.
one of these many shows that you
We'll
were
see-
playing around
yeah.
the Midwest. So
Hopefully the Joyce Manor show.
Yeah,
will
that'd be
hopefully
sick.
That'll
see
be
you there.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
Emo Social Club. We're here at a rainy Riot Fest. We're hanging out backstage. This is Brian.
And this is Lizzie, and we are here today with Kevin from Q101.
Yeah, this is, it wouldn't be a Riot Fest if there isn't some intermittent weather.
A little bit.
Yeah, there
It's
we go.
only one day at least, not 2 days.
Yes, the
this year.
soft crinkle of a plastic raincoat. One of those wonderful, just a nuance. I want that as a candle
Yeah.
I can bring home.
Wet leaves and rainy jackets.
Jack leaves on the dirt of ground. See,
Yeah.
Jack White. I got it in my brain.
Listen, I'm going to say it. White Stripes, emo band. I'm just going to say it.
Yes,
Maybe
absolutely.
not. I don't know.
But they don't have the emo composition to different.
I guess they used to have the red and black aesthetic.
Yeah.
They used to do that, and then
Aesthetic is deeply important in the things that I like and I support.
It is. And then it was like
I'm like that as well. And I hear myself saying, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah, whatever.
You wear a black t-shirt, black jeans. You're cool. All right. Your knee
It's
cracks
that
like a
easy.
knuckle. All right, I'm friends with you. Yeah.
Well, we do have at least one question for you.
Sure.
What is the most emo song that you're listening to right now?
I can tell you what people have been listening to for a long, long time doing alternative rock radio. It is the quintessential, I think, emo song. It is emo before the word emo was a thing. Early 90s, that time out of Nirvana. Weezer
yeah.
drops an album. Everyone says Weezer. I think Weezer is right there. Say It Ain't So is probably right there.
Yep.
All right, because there's happy and sad. There's some
Oh, yeah.
almost some bipolar emotions in it. But I will go with Radiohead Creep.
Yep.
Okay.
It
Yep.
is a song that comes on. Everyone knows it. I believe the kids call them bangers.
They are
okay?
bangers. They
are.
It is a song that transcends the general Warped Tour culture, right? And it is a song that is I'm a loser.
Yeah.
I'm a creep. I've said on the radio many, many times when I play a song, that is the song you play in your head when you're watching your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend's Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can't unfollow them.
It is.
You can't unfollow them.
It is the most because if all emo is just about this girl doesn't like me or my girlfriend broke up with me and all that, that is the song where it's like, ooh, your girlfriend should never have been with you.
Well, yeah, and I think the mental residency that people take in a song, maybe I just get that from doing radio. The radio, the thing that everyone says is dead, but then they keep coming back to it whenever they have to do a tour. So
a lot of radio
It's
people
crazy.
talking to us about that.
It's kind of crazy how that works,
Yes.
Brian.
Yes, it is kind of crazy. But also, there's a lot of people that have come back to radio, and then they had that relationship with a song that especially coming out of the pandemic. There's a lot of people I talk to in their 30s. They're like, oh, I didn't listen for a long time, and now I got a job or I live in the suburbs. My life changed, and they came back to us, especially with Q101. I think maybe that's been a big thing for us, and we've really, really, really felt it.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, we get to be not like any other radio station. We get to have those conversations with you that are real and sincere. Sincere engineer, shout out, had to do it. Reference right
Damn.
over our shoulder.
The
In a
engineering
tree.
is sincere engineering.
And then at the same time, support these giant songs that are kind of a fabric of just rock music last 30, 40 years. But when you have a song that you know is going to make people, if we played that in front of a band before a crowd, they're not on this festival, right? If you play that song, guarantee 30% of the people are singing along with it.
1,000%.
1,000%.
That is when you have a song that is bigger than the artist, bigger than the audience that's there, like bigger than wherever the venue is that you're playing it, like, and no one is going to be too pretentious, no one's going to care. It's like there is a culture out there for all music from all eras and all of that. I do think Q101 is very important for that here in Chicago.
We've been trying.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's created that culture around people, and like, I mean, we were sitting with Sweet Pill yesterday, and I'm like, damn, music is awesome. Like this rules. And it's like, you know, without certain people, without certain places, without certain things that are creating that culture, you know, you don't have that.
And we don't want to be like doing what we do. We don't want to tell you like, oh, just because we play this is the absolute. No. Like, we'll try stuff. We'll try things. We'll try different songs. We'll try songs that seem risky, and we'll push it and go with it. And there's some songs that almost feels like a pop song. People say, because Q101 has been around since '93, like almost 3 years. If I'm wrong, someone's going to text me about it. But like, there's songs we play. Like, we're playing Outkast. And then we'll play Take Back Sunday. And then we'll play All Time Low. And all right, at night maybe we'll go a little bit harder and we'll play some Metallica, you know. So because, you know, but we have that. Like, that's wild to say that you're a major market radio station that can play that wide girth and then get to go on air and be absolutely ridiculous. I interviewed Huge, and like they came in with their Speedos on, and I said, all right, well, I got to take my pants off. And I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Oh, that video is not going to be monetized on YouTube. It's probably going to get taken down.
Are you saying I don't have a monetizable body?
I'm saying that we should all be paid for our bodies.
Listen, we don't gotta worry about Lauren calling somebody up and saying, hey, you're gonna say it's for content. It's what the kids want.
Gotta give them what they want. If you got the body and you're being naughty, you gotta flaunt it. You gotta flaunt it, make them want it. All right?
This is the content.
Yeah, I think the one thing I'll get in trouble with Lauren O'Neill is the underwear I was wearing was not hot pink.
Yeah.
I get that, and it wasn't Q101 branded.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. Always branding, always promoting.
Always promoting. Pixel Grip yesterday said, hope that didn't ruin your panties, and I was like, how did she know?
The gals who get it. The girls who don't.
Do I look like I'm wearing what I'm wearing? Fuck.
But I can say if you like going to concerts that are exceptional experiences, you should be following Q101.
Yeah.
I can't say much more than that. But I can say if you love an exceptionally really, really good show with bands that you love, keep an eye out.
Yep.
There's some things. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fair and valid. Q101's been a mainstay in Chicago for so long, even when it switched over to a different call letter and branding.
Yeah, now we're back. We're back. Back
It's
to
always
the
been
dead.
Q101. It's like Sears Tower. It's like, I'm calling it that. I don't care. Don't change the name.
I was there when we were still called that.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't call ourselves that.
Yep.
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
I'm out here in the streets.
Branding.
It's branding. You know what? When you can't change a cultural institution, and here we are.
There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much, man.
Thank you.
Seriously. Yeah.
Dude.
Follow us at Q101 Chicago on the Instagram and our YouTube and all that different stuff. We have a whole bunch of different things. If you just want to check us out there too.
Yep. Check it out. Q101.
Thank
you, man.
Bye. Thank you guys. Bye.